Good morning, Gun Nuts. It's Nathan from the Reloading Room, and welcome to the Reloaders Network Weekly Recap. Also, welcome a little bit of a sneak peek here. We're going to be doing a little sanding on one of my workbenches. So this is a few weeks before this video drops, so you get to see kind of where we're at on the workbench project. The one video I really did enjoy this week was JH586SW, and he goes through his second round of 35 Remington load development. It appears to be narrowing down on a load using 4064, which I have some experience with 4064, and one thing I always found was that it really likes to run at the high end. Doesn't have to go all the way to the top, but usually it sends to like a little bit higher pressure to burn clean. Uncle Jim gets a couple packages this week, and kind of reminds us of quality over quantity when it comes to friends. This is really important in social media and things like that, to not put a whole bunch of stock in having a lot of followers, but put a lot more stock in your experience and relationship with those followers. Thorzak's casts using a Lyman clone pellet mold, and he kind of talks about Memorial Day, as well as some information on British naval strategies and techniques, which I thought was really, really interesting. So definitely recommend taking a look at that just for, I don't know, different information. Eagle Eye Shooting does a terrific video on the potential difference between a gas check bullet and a non-gas check bullet in a handgun as well as rifle. The rifle test wasn't entirely conclusive. I think he had some leading issues or something working on there. But the pistol, you definitely saw a difference in the way that and how accurate the round was. It was, I believe, a 9mm. So you saw a marked improvement just on that, just based on having a gas check. Everything else with the load was exactly the same. PC Bullet Empire works on organizing his reload room, highlighting how much a little bit of shelving can make a big difference on your room and how well you're able to work, and how much time really you want to spend in there. He doesn't say that, but I'll tell you, I certainly feel that way. I've spent more time probably in my reloading room lately because it's been clean, even though it's been empty. The Kentucky Patriot tests out a Mossberg Shockwave, and he fixes a Smart Aleck Milk Jugs red wagon. Pretty funny section in that video. But he does a real review with some excitement and some realism on the shotgun. Kind of shows how you can't necessarily take these guns out of the box and go ahead and shoot hole in hole. It takes a little bit of practice, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the gun is faulty or there's anything wrong with it. The Social Regressive unboxes and does a small bit of review, or not really review, but kind of shows off a Savage rifle that his Patreons picked out for him to test and work with. Personally, I really, really like the rifle. And it's chambered in a lot of different interesting offerings. And he talks about the specifics of the design and why they designed it the way they did. And it's a really kind of one of the better unboxings. Is Your Six Covered reviews the RCBS bullet puller system. It looks like it's very easy to use and does as little damage to the components as possible. Where sometimes with my Frankfurt Arsenal bullet puller, I get some damaged bullets and things like that. Gavin Tube does an initial review of the Lyman Brass-Smith 8-hole turret press. I'm not sure why they seem to be recycling the All-American name, but I personally don't appreciate it when they do stuff like that. It just confuses people. It's not Gavin's part of the problem, it's Lyman, but I'm actually really looking forward to seeing a few more reviews with that press to see kind of what it's like to live with. He does a really good job of showing off kind of how it comes out of the box and things like that. Johnny's Reloading Bench has a rough week, but he helps to remind us that things can't always go right, and we're not alone when they don't. You know, other people have bad weeks, bad times as well, and he had a rough one. So go ahead and watch his video, give him a thumbs up, and let him know that you support, what he's doing. Such reviews a Breda APX, and I really want one. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up. It's a good review. He does really good reviews on especially on handguns, but it briefly discusses kind of the future of the APX and what models are going to be coming out next. So it's not going to be just the APX full size. It's going to have like a compact and a subcompact. But it's a really good review. He shows off the gun and kind of what he thinks it's capable of. Full Lead Taco takes you cradle to grave on an awesome NOE bullet that he designed for the 38s and 357s. Great shooting as always with Full Lead Taco. Always fun to watch him and his friends kind of blasting away out there in the desert. JCM45 walks you through his first bullet lead ingot casting experience. It's kind of a short video. Does it real simply. Explains just enough to be useful. So it's good, really good video. OP25 TTFD works on some 300 blackout brass on his Lyman case prep center and a drill cutter setup as well. So if you're interested in how to prep 300 blackout brass, he is somebody to go ahead and take a look at. KFW goes after another innocent milk jug with a Model 64 Smith Wesson at about 50 yards. I don't know what these milk jugs did to everybody, but boy, everybody's really attacking them this week. Fuzzy Fork 8 talks a bit about the Lee Precision powder scoops, which is an amazing, simple, and functional tool for the radio loader. Whether you're new or you're old or whatever, these things really work well. I've never bought the full set. I've just got the ones out of my different reloading, because I got a fair amount of die sets and the die sets always come with them. So, guys, I think that's going to be do it for this week. I'm going to go ahead and finish up sanding out this, and I appreciate you staying tuned. So, till next time, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you when I see you. Later.